Hi, I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jesse.
And this is the Love Story Podcast.
Hi, how are ya?
This feels a little bit like we're recording podcast
Where's
after
Abby?
hours.
Where has Abby gone?
She has let us go off the rails today.
Where has the producer gone? Do.
So we are in the podcast studio by ourselves.
Yep.
After
Just
hours.
Me and you.
Yes, after dark, am I right?
Well, it's not dark out yet, but
It's kind of dark
It's pretty
out.
close. It's definitely not after dark, but
True, it's dusk. At dusk.
it's getting dark.
Yes. What are we talking about today on the Love Story Podcast?
Well, as we had previously discussed, we will be delving into Disney movies. Eventually, we will be getting into the lore of said Disney movies. However, after watching this one and hearing some of the names, I'm sure there is plenty of lore involved in the Aristocats, but we're not going with the lore on this one because we didn't do our due diligence.
I doubt that there's much
our
lore
research.
around.
I bet you there is because it's got Napoleon and...
Well, there's French names in it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm going to
What
put
do
our
I know?
timer on.
What do I know? You know, I'm just
Hapless
the
sap.
talent. Got a face for podcasting.
This is way different when Abby's not here.
Yes, we can do whatever we want.
I know. Should we pretend that we're, hello, I'm Walter Cronkite, and this is your news for the
No.
evening? What?
No, I'm Bob Walters.
What's the Dateline one? What's the To Catch a Predator? Should we be
No, stop it. Good
Okay,
Lord.
sorry. Okay. Who are other
Oh my
noteworthy
gosh.
news characters?
Abby, this is why you need to be here.
What was my Duluth news anchor? Oh, God, what was her name? And I saw her at Chi-Chi's once when I was a kid. I keep wanting to say Barbara Rialts. That was her name. WIRT Duluth, WDIO TV Duluth, and WIRT Hibbing. And Dan Anderson, he was the news anchor in the evening, and he would say, "Good night, everybody, and be kind."
Who is the one that... Oh, my dad used to listen to him all the time. He was a news guy on the radio.
Paul Harvey.
Paul Harvey,
that-
ABC News. Good
And
day.
that, no, he said
Good
Paul
day.
Harvey, and he said, and that is the rest of the story.
No.
That was on
Paul Harvey, ABC News. Good day.
Paul Harvey, and he would say, and that is the
I don't
rest of
think
the
he
story.
did.
On the radio? We don't have Abby to fact check for us.
I have phone to fact check.
Paul Harvey, and that
ABC
is the
News.
rest of the
Good
story. Did you say what we're talking about today already?
Yeah, I said the Aristocats.
Yes, that's right. And we said that there's probably not too much because we're doing Hot Disney Summer now.
So he did say that.
Okay.
He did say that's the rest of the story.
And then he also said,
He said Paul Harvey, ABC News. Good day.
okay.
Interesting. Yeah, but I remember listening to that in the car. Begrudgingly, I did not want to listen
Right.
to Paul Harvey.
And that is the rest of the
But-
story.
But anyhow, so with the
Hot Disney Summer.
no, just it's honey, it's just Disney shows that we're doing. We're just
Disney
on the Love Story
movies.
podcast doing
Yes.
Disney movies.
Okay. I
And
don't know what to do with my hands.
I'm sure whatever you want.
I've had a little
And,
bit of whiskey because we had just had Cigar Club. Your hands are dirty. My hands are antsy.
My hands are not dirty
When did you clean your hands?
when I washed them.
Can you please?
And so we are going to get into the lore of some of these Disney films. We did not get into any of the lore of Aristocats because we just kind of, yeah.
I have lore in my mind of how it all plays out. It's a tale as old as time. Not Beauty and the Beast tale as old as time, but it's a classic story in my humble opinion. Stop pretending to be asleep when I speak.
I'm sorry, honey.
Okay, so we're doing our Hot Disney Summer. We're going to have like what, 8,
Can we
6,
call it something
12?
else?
No, it's Hot Disney Summer.
That is lame.
I'm going to make you a t-shirt that says hot. I'm in my Hot Disney Summer.
I'm not going to wear it, but
I
go ahead.
will cut it off into a tank for you when you're working in the garage.
Okay, fine.
And I'll have all the
Anyways,
princesses and Lilo and Stitch
the Aristocats.
and the Aristocats on your shirt.
So get to the point.
We are in our
What
Hot Disney
is
Summer.
the point?
The point is,
Can you get to the rest of the story, Paul?
please,
Harvey?
Mr. Harvey. That's Mr. Harvey to you. So we watched the Aristocats. Stop whispering sweet nothings into the microphone.
Sorry, I can't help it.
So we watched for family movie Cupcake Night last night,
Yep.
which I just have to say my beef with Sophia, the 7-year-old, is that she keeps wanting to change. When we were together the first time, it was family movie pizza night.
Yeah.
And we did family, we had movies, and we did pizza. And she keeps wanting to change it and layer in cupcakes or whatever it is that we happen to be doing at the time. Family movie fancy ramen cupcake night, we got to cool it.
Is there a problem with that?
The problem is...
See, the problem that I have right now is that we are on a podcast
airing our dirty laundry.
You're disgusting. We are on a podcast discussing the Aristocats.
That's what you have a problem with?
Yeah. No. The fact that we're doing that, but you want
I'm bringing
to,
up beef with the
but
7-year-old?
You have beef with the 7-year-old.
Yes, because we were watching...
That's a problem.
Watched the Aristocats because the 17-year-old had not yet picked a movie. The 20-year-old is out of the house.
Which is not true, but she had picked Big Red 6.
Big Hero 6.
Whatever it's called.
But I think she was watching that with Remy separately. I don't remember. I don't know. Now we have a system so we can keep the chaos to a minimum. I get to pick the next movie.
Flawless. I'm sure it's flawless.
I get to pick the next movie, and then we cycle back to the 7-year-old.
Okay.
Jacob throws a wrench in the plan. If he shows up, the 20-year-old gets to pick a movie, but that will just, every time he shows up, Jacob gets to pick. Abby, I'm so sorry that you have to edit all of this shenanigans.
We miss Abby.
I know we do. It's not fun without Abby here giggling in the background.
I just look over there into that empty
and there's
void,
nobody.
And it's just wah, wah. Anyways, so the Aristocats.
She really does earn her paycheck every month by just...
We don't talk about her pay.
No, you're right.
Come
okay.
on.
She
This
earns
is
her
about
clout.
love.
And love.
Yes.
We love Podcast Abby. Okay, so we watched the Aristocats last night with the kids.
Yes.
And as we were watching it, what do you...
It's been 6 minutes, and we have only established the fact that we watched a movie.
This is why we need Abby here.
Move it or lose it, sister.
All right, fine. So the Aristocats. It starts out where we are watching the kittens.
Watching the movie.
And the kittens.
Yes.
And Butler Edgar. And Adelaide, the old lady, who is the owner of the cats, who is rocking a...
Who is the horse?
Frou-frou.
Oh.
Obviously.
I don't think that's obvious at all. I've only seen that movie a few times.
Oh, man. We had a kid, when my mother did daycare, we had a kid who loved the Aristocats. And so we had hot Aristocat summer that year. Right. That Steven with a PH was really into the Aristocats. Yeah. I wonder what he's up to these days.
I don't know.
So the Aristocats, we start with they're in a horse and buggy with Adelaide and Edgar.
Yeah.
And Frou-Frou is pulling the train.
Yeah.
And we have the kittens that are Toulouse, Marie, and...
The other one.
The other one.
Yes.
The little black one. No, that's Toulouse. Toulouse is the little orange one. The little orange one, the little black one, and...
Since Abby's not here, I'm going to look up
You
Laura.
fact check it. Look up what the other cat's name is. And we have the mama cat whose name is Duchess. And they're all hanging out.
Duchess and her 3 kittens who are targeted... Oh.
Toulouse, Marie.
Key characters. Duchess, Toulouse, Marie, and
Berlioz. Yes. And so because like I was telling Abby earlier, anytime there was 3 of anything, my sisters and I, because there were 3 of us, we all had to pick one. And I was Marie, obviously, of the kittens. And Allie was Berlioz. And Lisi was Toulouse. So that's a little fun Green Girls fact.
Nice.
What else are you looking up? Lore? Well, I'll keep telling the basis of the story. Is there lore? Is this based on a tale as old as time? The Duchess, who there is no father in the picture that we can tell, but Duchess and her kittens, they are all beloved by Adelaide, and they have like a whole little song and dance about how much she loves them and whatever. And Edgar, the butler, seems to be a lover of this family, these kittens and the lady of the house. And they get back to the house to rewrite the will with Georges, who is Adelaide's older gentleman.
I'm going to interrupt you here.
Please do.
First of its kind, it was made without Walt Disney's comprehensive involvement.
Oh.
Wow.
And you can tell that it was truly a labor of love, you know?
Okay.
Yep. And
Thank you.
I like it. I like it quite a bit.
Yeah, it was good.
And it's cute. And so...
Kiddies.
Yes. And they get back to the house, and Georges comes over. Ta-ra-ra boom de ta-ra-ra boom de da 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 dee da doo. He's this kooky old guy, and he's
Yeah.
a lawyer, and he comes over because he's going to write the will for Adelaide. And you right away find out that Edgar is
Bad guy.
bad guy. Yes, yeah.
Not good guy.
Edgar is the antagonist of the story, and we have this family of like hapless cats that are just hanging out. They love being kept kittens. They're indoor cats, and they are just loving their life.
Can I just say, for Edgar, I don't think his job was that hard.
Agreed.
And by his job, I mean...
Tending to an old
No,
woman and a bunch of cats.
hold on a second.
Okay.
I'll go. By his job, I mean swindling this woman out of all her money. Okay? Here's why. She wanted to give her money to cats.
Yes. When
Yeah.
she dies.
Yes. And if you wanted to give your money to kitties,
Yeah.
I feel like it would be really easy to trick you. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have to go...
You
I would
wouldn't
go,
have to catnap.
No. I feel like I could navigate that situation much
Are
easier.
you a wet bandit?
No, I'm a sticky bandit. But
He does the math, right? He does the math, and he was like, we've got all these cats, and each cat has 9 lives, and so basically I'll be waiting for 1,000,000 years until I
Yes.
get my riches.
now that
I
you
think his
say
math
that,
was
Edgar
incorrect.
could
He's a
have done a
fool.
better job at swindling this woman out of her money. However, he did think that cats actually have 9 lives.
Yes.
So maybe it was more of like...
5 times 9 is 45, so that's at least
But-
45 years if they each only live one life.
And I think, it makes me think of the blind leading the blind, right? Which is not the right analogy.
Okay.
But it's like dumbass trying to swindle a dumbass. You know what
Who's
I mean?
the dumbass?
Both of them.
You think
She-
Adelaide?
She wants to give her money to cats.
She wants her cats to be cared for.
So you're going to give your vast fortune to cats?
How many? First of all, we have done a lot of work with the Humane Society.
You cannot.
Can I not?
You cannot. Remember
How many-
remember on a few previous episodes ago, I was all about human rights.
Yeah, you were.
I'm the human
Are
rights
you about
advocate.
animal rights right now?
Sure.
If there was a
Sure.
vote right now and we said, "Are you for animal rights?" Check
Okay.
yes or no.
Okay, go.
Okay. And next on the docket we have after human rights, which we all, I believe. Hold on, let me see your glasses. I need to look official.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Where
we
am I?
have-
Where am I? Abby, help.
Okay.
I
can't see without his glasses.
He can't see without his glasses.
Okay, we had the human rights vote on the docket, which we all voted yes.
Yes.
Okay. And next on the docket, we have animal rights. And where do we land on the issue of animal rights? Everybody, do we vote yes for animal rights? Say aye.
Yes.
If you vote yes for animal rights, say aye.
Yes. I. Yes,
All
I.
opposed, say nay. Frou-frou, do you have anything to say here? Kidding. She's the horse of the show.
Talk about the pot calling the kettle black.
I'm sorry, what? Stop it. Okay. Oh, I had sunglasses on my head the whole time. You vote yes for animal rights.
Of course. I
Got
do.
it. Okay. So you think that giving your life's money and fortune to cats is fruitless?
I used the word dumb.
Yeah, you did. You
Yeah.
said she's a
And
dumbass for wanting to donate her
I stand
money.
behind that. To cats. Yes.
She wants to make sure her cats are cared for.
Listen. You are bringing
Mixing your
those two.
words?
Yes. Her wanting her cats to be cared for? Absolutely. An earlier parliamentary procedure, I voted in favor of animal rights.
Okay.
And human rights. However, there's a big difference between giving a bunch of money to cats and making sure cats are cared for.
But Edgar's job was to make sure the cats were cared for.
Okay.
And then he was really upset.
I
that
remember the movie. I saw it, and I know you are not going to convince me that this woman was smart for giving her money to the cats. That was the problem.
What do you? We don't know if she's widowed or if she was
Yeah.
an
don't
unwed
assume.
cat.
Don't
we don't
assume.
know where her marital status
Unwed
lies.
cat.
An unwed cat, if she was a widowed cat.
Yeah.
But a cat and her 3 kittens. What do you think they would spend millions of dollars on, plus a chateau in
Oh,
the
you're
countryside.
talking about Prince or whatever.
Duchess and her kittens. What would
Princess.
they if
Duchess.
I think it goes without saying that the cat and kittens do not have the ability to make financial decisions on their own.
Thank you.
Therefore,
Yep.
it was Edgar's responsibility to make sure
Yeah.
that the cats were cared for.
Yeah.
And he took it literally that the cats
Yeah.
get the money, much like you. So it is a dumbass leading a dumbass in this situation.
No, she says give
She
it to
wants-
the cats until.
But then at
they
the very
pass.
end, she says, if only Edgar knew what was in the will, he would not have. And Edgar was listening to George and Adelaide,
Mm-hmm.
which, my favorite character in the movie. Who's your favorite character in the movie? Of all of them. Line them all up. Every cat.
O'Malley.
You think Thomas O'Malley?
Thomas O'Malley.
He would be your favorite because he just
Yeah,
walks
baby.
around
That's right, baby.
macking on all the chicks, the chick cats, and then just leaving them high
They're
and
not
dry as
chicks.
he macking on all
And
the...
if you're gonna call them chicks, they would be kittens, which that's weird.
Okay, my favorite is, I think if I had to pick a favorite, I like Georges. I like an old man who's just kooky with his glasses and his big eyes, and he's just a romantic, and he's dancing around with Adelaide. Anyhow, we have not left the first scene, and we are 15 minutes into this episode.
Yes, I put that on your shoulders.
Then let's move it along.
All right, bring it.
So, Edgar thinks he knows what Adelaide wants for the fate of these cats and kittens.
Yes.
And he takes it upon himself to abduct them so that he would be the one who is the next in line to be the heir of Adelaide's fortune.
Yes.
Which also, I think a darker Disney plot could have been just axe old Adelaide and then let the kittens inherit the money. Axe the kittens.
Listeners, I'm sorry that you have to experience this. Remember, this episode started with beef with the 7-year-old.
I vote yes for human and pet rights.
I think there are some things that you need to work out.
I'm just
before
saying
we
if
keep moving
Edgar
on.
went through this whole process of trying to kidnap these
Yeah.
kittens, and then he had all the hijinks with the 2 dogs, so as he's going off to drop these cats in the countryside,
I do understand what you're saying.
he bumps into Lafayette and Napoleon,
Yes.
which are a bloodhound and a basset hound. Unfortunately,
Yeah, I wish I could. I can definitely imitate the bloodhound, but I have to hear him.
he's got the chief
He's
voice.
just like Chief from
Yes.
from Fox and the
Fox
Hound.
and the Hound. Yes. I'm in charge. What does he say?
I'm in charge.
I'm in charge. Or he said, I'm the leader. I'll say when we go.
Charge.
I'll say when we charge. Charge. Yes, he's Napoleon.
Seriously.
And then we have Lafayette the Basset Hound.
Yeah.
And so they get into all these hijinks while Edgar he gave the cats drugs in their creme de la Edgar. And he drugged all
like
these.
some-
And then poor little mouse, what was his name?
Don't know.
The mouse's name was, don't tell me, I'll come up with it. Frou Frou is the horse. I think it starts with an R. Roquefort?
Roquefort.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes. Okay, so Roquefort, the mouse, he also gets drugged.
Yeah.
And the kittens get abducted, and then Edgar runs
And Duchess.
into... yes, the kittens and Duchess get abducted, and they get into all these hijinks, and they get left... Well, Edgar leaves his hat and umbrella and his whole motorcycle and whatever with Napoleon and Lafayette, and then the cats get left on the side of the road, and then off they go. It's raining, a thunderstorm. Edgar goes back to the house, and he's hapless, none the wiser, whatever. Ooh, what happened here? Whatever. And then the kittens wake up They wake up...
Where are the kiddies?
Yes, Adelaide is like, oh, I just had the worst dream about the kittens. Duchess? Kittens? In trouble? And then they go off into this whole very reminiscent of 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah.
But yes, the kittens...
But it didn't have as much success as 101 Dimensions, the movie.
Right, Edgar was just a hapless idiot that was being led by...
I'm saying the movie didn't.
Did it not?
No, it didn't.
Oh, because Walt Disney didn't put his stamp of approval on it. Kittens wake up in the rain and whatever, and they're like, oh my gosh, where are you? Find everybody, and then they start embarking on their path back to Paris the next day, where they bump into Abraham de Lacy, Giuseppe Casey, Thomas O'Malley, O'Malley the alley cat. And he woos Duchess with his song.
Hey, baby.
Yes, he's a cool cat. an orange tabby that's just out in the world, wooing ladies.
See, these are things that need to be wrapped up like a little faster.
Okay, so he's he's a cat in the world.
Hold on, let me take a second. Let me take a second. I don't want to tell you. I don't want to put rules and parameters on it, but we need to put rules and parameters.
Okay,
on them
we need to keep this train on the tracks.
We're already pretty deep into our time. And
there's not much that we can really say about the Aristocats.
True, but we're doing a good job of saying a lot. You know what I mean?
Okay, so we bump into Abraham DeLacy, Giuseppe Casey, Thomas O'Malley, the Alley Cat.
Yeah.
And Duchess is a little like, she's like, okay, but I've seen your type, which leads me to believe that she was impregnated by just like a hapless wanderer. Yep. And had these 3 kittens. But Marie, the little kitten, is just like, oh, I love him and whatever. And she's like, how
those
romantic.
Big sapphire eyes.
Do I have big sapphire eyes? And she bats her little lashes. So O'Malley gets in a little bit.
Big sapphire eyes 5 times fast.
Big sapphire eyes, big sapphire eyes, big sapphire eyes, big sapphire eyes, big sapphire eyes.
Oh, nice.
Thanks.
Well
you do it.
Big sapphire eyes, big sapphire eyes, big sapphire eyes, big sapphire eyes. That's not.
I did it faster, though.
Yeah. That's because you're a faster talker. You
Thanks.
talk more.
Thank you for noticing.
You have more practice.
Thank you for noticing. So anyhow, O'Malley, the alley cat, gets involved a little bit too deep because Duchess, whatever, he's like, okay, baby, I can hit on you.
Hey, yeah, why, yeah.
Yes, and then her kids come running out, and he's like, whoa, I didn't really sign up for daddy duty, so how about we get you on this magic carpet here?
Why did he talk like that?
Because he turns into a skis ball a little bit.
I know, but why does his accent change?
Because he went from being like,
hey, listen here.
I'm the wet bandit. I'm the sticky bandit. I'm O'Malley the
one
alley
of the bandits. Sticky or wet, doesn't matter.
But I'm a cat, so I prefer not to get wet, you know? Bada
Yeah.
bing.
Meow. Bing. Hey.
So
Right.
he's like, okay, I'll help you get back to Paris. And he does. Well, but so first they hop on a milk truck. And he kind of is, I think he's really brought in by the kids, the kittens.
for
and
sure.
then, because they're just like enamored with him, everything he does is the coolest thing, which is like, I think.
Although he is a pretty cool customer.
He's a cool cat.
You know what I mean?
He is a cool cat. Which, of course he is. And so he's out showing them kind of the world. He's showing them the ways of the world. And these are a bunch of indoor cats that are just like, oh, but what do they say? Not mistress. Oh, but madam? Do they call her madam?
I don't know.
Oh, but whatever.
If I'm going to be honest, I wasn't paying that close of attention.
I know you weren't.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. The rest of us, we had family movie cupcake coconut latte night without you. So whatever.
7-year-old.
And then
That was a good growl.
That was a good growl. And then little Toulouse is like, meow. Because he's practicing being an alley cat. Because he's orange like Thomas O'Malley, like Abraham DeLacy, Giuseppe Casey, Thomas O'Malley, O'Malley the alley cat, which is his full birth name. They're both orange. So I think he really relates to him. Meow. And he spits. And so then they hop on the milk truck. Then they get kicked off of the milk truck as dirty scoundrels. Get out of here, you vermin, whatever.
Get out of here.
Because they're French.
You're on my truck right
Yeah.
now.
What are you doing?
Why
What
are
is that?
you're on my truck?
Is that Italian?
It's both.
It's okay. It's a French Italian.
Fritalian.
Fritalian milk guy.
Ittench. It's Ittench.
Got it.
Yeah, Fritalian's better.
Fritalian is better than a tench.
Yeah.
So then after that, they get on. Is that when they meet the geese? The English geese? Amelia and Abigail. Amelia and Abigail. And they're the couple of geese that are just the giggly geese.
Just goosing around.
They are two of my favorites. And then they go meet Uncle Waldo, the drunk, because he's going to be a basted goose.
Yeah.
And he was basted, more like he was marinated in it. So that's where they part ways with the geese, when Amelia and Abigail have to go take drunk Uncle Waldo away.
Yeah.
Which is something that you don't see in Disney movies these days.
Right.
You don't see drunk geese as often as you would like.
Right.
So they haul him away, and then the cats are like, we got to go crash somewhere. And then that was when they go crash at the old O'Malley pad. Mm-hmm. And that is where they bump into Scat Cat and the gang.
Yeah.
Because what do they say? Everybody, everybody, everybody wants to be a cat.
Yes.
Yeah. Lay it on me, Scat Cat. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he plays the horn.
Yes, he does.
Like that.
Everybody wants to be a cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Duchess just loves it. It's a hootin' and hollering good time. It's quite a party. And do you know what this reminded me of? It was at this scene that I was like, I know where we're going with this. And this love story is the love story that is not quite tale as old as time, but we talked about it with the Titanic. You've got the heiress and you've got the pauper. You've got the indoor cat and you've got the outdoor cat. And so you very much have, like, this is the scene that's on below deck at the Titanic. You've got Duchess. She's cutting
There's
a
some
rug.
similarities, for sure.
Duchess is cutting a rug.
There is, now to bring in another movie, Titanic, the big difference between the Aristocats and Titanic,
The only difference or the biggest difference?
there's only one. Okay, there's two. There's their names, and then...
They're not on a ship.
The fact that Rose would have been fine if she just got on the lifeboat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how is
Whereas the Aristocats,
Duchess?
Duchess needed help.
You think so? But here's the thing. Okay, so Rose would have been fine if she got on the lifeboat.
Yeah.
True.
True.
But at this point, she had fallen in love. And arguably, the difference that we have between the Titanic and the Aristocats is this. Rose was not plucked from her life of riches
right.
and then dropped into pauperdom.
Right.
She
Okay,
was...
so there's three differences.
Okay. Mainly cats versus humans. Secondarily, Duchess...
Felines versus people.
Sapiens.
Felines versus people, yeah.
Yep. Okay. So Duchess was plucked from her life. She did not choose to get on a boat.
Can we get away from Titanic right
What?
now? Can we get off the boat? I'm sorry, because it's...
This is the
you're trying
basis
to
of
make
the love
point.
story. I'm
Got it.
making... Yeah. Please,
Got it.
thank you. I'm trying to make a point.
Please, thank you.
Yes.
Did
So...
you say thank you? Or thank you?
Thank you.
It sounded like
Okay.
you said...
So Rose,
Yeah.
she fell in love with Jack without there having to be any outside force. She met him and she was enamored with him.
Yeah.
If she would have met him in her regular average life, not on a boat, I guess. So, okay. So Rose met Jack and she fell in love with him. They were in their circumstances of higher class versus lower class. She didn't need anything from him. They just met and fell in love. And then she proceeded to get off the lifeboat because she wanted to be with him.
Yeah.
Duchess was plucked from her life and she was like, I have never been an outside cat before.
Yeah.
I have been outside, but I've only ever been outside and taken care of. And so O'Malley steps in and he's like, I'm going to take care of you. And what I like about her character, if you take away the fact that they're cats, what I like about her character is that she is accepting of her circumstance and she is not without appreciation for her life. And at the same time, she also appreciates the whole journey. She appreciates the journey. She, at no point is she like upset that she's out in the world. Like, she talks realistically when she's like, oh, it does seem hopeless, doesn't it, children? Like, I hope we can get back to, our old lady or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, nothing is done without lacking realism. So she's accepting of their circumstance. She's honest with the children about their circumstance. They meet O'Malley and she's like, thank you for helping us. Could she have gotten them back to Paris by herself? I'm sure she could have, but she was also, and this is where, now that I am a female with both mother and father issues, I'm looking at myself and going, okay, she had a man step in and offer to help and she took it, but she didn't need it and she would have been able to do it without it.
Yeah.
And also, she was just okay with him helping, which is something that I will carry a washing machine up the stairs by myself if I have to, and I won't ask anybody for
Not
help.
anymore.
Well, because you are...
Because I insist.
Because you insist. Exactly. But I would never ask for help, and I have a hard time accepting help.
Yeah.
Whereas Duchess is very, like, put together, aside from the fact that, yes, she's a cat. But she's like, I can do this on my own.
She's a put-together cat.
She is a
It's
put-together
all right.
cat.
We can call
yeah,
her that.
she's
Yeah.
a put-together cat.
Yeah.
She's a put-together puss. And she's like, I will accept help if I need it, and I will figure it out if I don't have it. And so O'Malley comes in, and he just adds to her life. And he helps them get back a little bit quicker and also have a whole host of experiences along the way, which I think for her, what I appreciate is at no point in the story is she like, oh, what are we going to do? Like, she's just like,
She's like, meow.
yeah, no, she's
Yeah.
like, meh.
She's like, meow.
Yeah, here we go.
Meow. Yeah. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Meow, 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 meow. Isn't that the Meow Mix song?
Meow, meow. Yeah. I want chicken, I want liver, meow mix, please deliver. Meow, meow, meow.
So that's what I appreciate about the story is that Duchess can take it. Honestly, she is the female archetype that all little girls should follow. It's just like, yep, you just like accept your circumstance. She didn't need a man, and then a man came in to help, and then she was like, you know what? I really appreciate having you by my side. And he, like the kids and everybody has a good time, and then they have a great party at the O'Malley Flop House. With
So the archetype, including having 3 kids
out of potential
out of
wedlock
out of wedlock
in the 70s
in the 70s.
as a cat.
That's the kids. As long as you're a put together puss, have 3 kids and call her good.
Yep. And then just live your life, you know. As long as you got an old lady taking care of you.
Yep.
Yep. Feed you 3 hots and a cot, you know, you're good to go.
Yes. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah. So she does not need no man. She's a put together puss, and she's just ready to tackle life as it comes. And O'Malley only adds to her life, which
Yeah.
I do recall there was one point in our dating or our courtship where
Yeah.
I said to you, you would only add to my life. So I can appreciate
How does that feel now?
that you've only added to my life.
Yeah.
We have 10x'd our life together.
To next. Boom.
Got it. So yeah, she falls in love with old Thomas O'Malley, and he falls in love back. What I appreciate about this story is that there was no, pardon the pun, cat and mouse of it all. He was just like, I'm taking these kids and their mom back to Paris, and along the way, he just falls in love with her for her. She's just bright eyes and open to the world and having a good time.
Sapphire eyes.
Sapphire eyes open to the world and having a good time. She cuts a rug like no other and accepts his friends. She's like, oh, I love that Scott cat.
Oh, I love Scott Cat.
I love that Scott cat. Yes. And they have a great time. The next morning they wake up, they get back to the house.
You are charming. What did she say? You are quite the charmer. Quite the charmer. To Scat Cat.
Oh,
He's
yes.
like, who's like, ooh.
And then there's that problematic Asian cat that talks with a lot of R's, heavy R's.
do you know?
Don't do the impression
How do you know it was Asian?
because it was a problematic stereotype. I kept thinking archetype, but it was the 70s. It was a different time. We have moved on now. She falls in love, and then they get back to the house.
Why did you think you needed to tell me to not do the impression?
I just wanted to make sure that you weren't going to do it.
Okay. Because not
I
too
kind of want to do it because it's like, I
Not-
don't want to do it,
but
but
not too long ago. See, did you hear that? Not too long ago, I was in a parliamentary procedure, and I had voted yes, not only for animal rights, but for human rights.
I do recall. If I check over my notes. Yeah,
Yep.
you were on the docket for both.
I
Yes.
was.
Yep.
I sure was. And I still am.
That's
Still
great.
to this day. To this day.
You would
I
still
am a
vote
staunch supporter
yes. With
of human
everything
rights.
that you know about animals and humans, you would
Yep.
still vote yes for both
Still yes.
animal and human rights?
Yes. And I am a beekeeper.
Yes.
So I'm
Can
definitely.
we've got 8 minutes left
Yeah.
before but we can get to Beekeeper Corner with
Okay.
Jesse Fermonic.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that with your voice?
Because we're in Beekeeper Corner. I can do what I want.
This is pre-Beekeeper
Oh, sorry.
Corner. I'm just setting up Beekeeper Corner.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
We're still
Set
in
it up.
Aristocat Alley.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they get back to the house, the cats, all the cats, 5 cats. And Edgar, once again, that old dirty bee, he scoops up the cats, throws them in a bag, tries to ship them off to Timbuktu.
The mouse
Roquefort.
recruits Roquefort recruits the
Alley cats. Scat Cat and his gang of merry misfits.
anyways, he recruits the Scat Cats and they put the kibosh on the old Timbuktu plan.
Well, the
And-
Timbuktu plan stays in action, but it's not the
No,
cats
it
going
doesn't
to Timbuktu.
because it's a completely different
Edgar
person.
goes to
There's a
Timbuktu.
person in the trunk. That was never the plan. So they did put a kibosh
There was a plan to
his
send the
plan.
trunk and its contents to Timbuktu.
Yes, and they kiboshed that. They put a kibosh to that plan. Correct? Come on.
The trunk
give me
and
one.
its contents.
You're right.
The trunk and the contents still go to Timbuktu.
Yes, but the contents are wrong.
Right.
Yeah. So,
You are right about that.
Thank you. Jeepers.
So Scat Cat
Holy-
and his gang send, and Frou Frou and Roquefort,
Yep.
all send
Edgar.
to
Timbuktu.
Timbuktu.
Well, we don't know if he makes it there or not.
We don't know if he does
He's
or
in the
not.
trunk, and he's gone.
He probably dies in there.
As brainless as he is, he probably who knows? Who knows, Edgar?
We didn't get part 2 of the Aristocats Edgar
And
edition.
he's not exactly, in the spring of his youth.
That's true.
So maybe doesn't the horse kick him at one point?
Yes.
So yeah, he's probably pretty hurt, pretty banged up in there.
And
he's like, oh,
he was
I'm
wrapped
hurt.
up in horse tack.
Collar.
Yeah, horse tack.
Horse collar.
And yeah, he's probably I don't think
he's
he
probably worse for wear.
I don't think he lasts too long.
So what are his chances? What would you rate him?
Edgar's chances
What would you rate his
in
chances?
Timbuktu? I would say not great. 0 out of 10.
Okay, so how about O'Malley and
Well, what
Duchess?
we haven't gotten there yet.
Oh.
So we have cut to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Georges and Adelaide are taking pictures. They're taking a family picture of the cats while they are updating the will.
Mm-hmm.
And they have O'Malley.
Yeah.
They have Abraham DeLacy, Giuseppe Casey, Thomas O'Malley, the alley cat, next to his lady love, Duchess,
Yeah.
and his 3 adopted, her biological kittens, Marie, Toulouse, and Berlioz.
Yeah.
And they're taking a family portrait on a beautiful settee. And they are obviously a family.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you asking me what are the chances of Duchess and O'Malley?
Yes.
I think they
Are they going to be feline forever?
are they feline fine. I think number one
Are
they don't have
feeling it?
feline
Are they
it.
feeling it?
They don't have thumbs, so I
True.
think because of that alone, they have proximity that they have to stay together unless Adelaide lets them out. So I think their chances are pretty rock steady. Because what are
They're
they going to do?
trapped.
Yeah, because they're trapped. I think their love story involves
That's
a
a
level
good
of
point.
Yeah,
But Thomas O'Malley is an alley cat,
that is true.
and he knows how to escape if he
And
needs
he's got
to.
little Toulouse in his corner,
Yeah.
locked in, and Marie, who's just like sapphire eyes
Yeah.
over the moon for him. Really,
Ooh,
Berlioz.
Now that we're talking about it, I think old Tom Dog might get a little tired of it.
You think
You
so?
know, he might.
It moved rather quickly.
He's lived in a life on the open road.
Yes.
You know.
Which is what I was a little bit worried about because he being an alley cat and then he just
Yeah.
accepted it very quickly.
Yeah.
He accepted it a little bit too quickly, in my opinion, without really fully considering the fact that,
Right.
okay, so we've got this little Marie kitten, who's going to grow up to be a angsty teen cat
Yeah.
who goes from being sapphire eyes for him for like, you're not my dad or whatever.
Right.
And then you've got Toulouse, who, like, at first he starts out where he's like, yeah, I'm in your corner. And then he's going to...
Next thing you know, he's coming home drunk, beating up on Tommy O'Malley because he's too old. Too old to handle him.
Yeah,
He's
but
out
what he
doing-
doesn't know
he's out
is
doing
O'Malley
drugs.
the alley cat. He's like, do you know who I am? I'm Abraham
Yeah.
DeLacy. I got old man cat
Yeah,
strength.
but he's old by that time.
But he's got old
By
man
that
cat
time.
strength. He's got old...
Yeah, well,
he's got
Father Time beats us all.
Yeah, but still,
Right?
he ain't as good as he once was, but he's as good once as he ever was. You know what I mean?
No.
The late, great Toby
but
Keith
I'm
once
saying
said.
later. I'm saying later on.
Yeah, except I think he's got a few good years yet.
How do you know? How old is he?
They got 9 lives.
Which one is he on? You don't
Oh,
know.
you bring up a very good point.
You don't, because being an alley cat, he's probably on his 7th or 8th.
Well, but look at even little Marie. She fell in the river.
She is always the problem, by the way.
Hold on.
Not the problem.
Hold on.
But she is always in duress.
Okay, she was
Throughout.
in duress when she was stuck in the tree.
Mm-hmm.
She was in duress when she fell off the train bridge into the water. She was in duress when else?
I don't know.
Berlioz was almost got eaten by a bullfrog.
He barely made it out of there.
Good one.
Okay, let's move on from that. We don't have much time, and it's not important.
Okay, well, I do think, yes, I do think that Toulouse is going to start out as an ally, and then he's going to eventually be like, I have
Yeah.
to test my mettle against
Yeah.
this old man alley cat.
Yeah. And Tommy O'Malley's like, ooh, it's been a while since I fight because
I've been an indoor cat this whole time.
catting here and eating
And now I've got this young buck trying to come in and come from my spot.
Gosh darn it, he's been training.
Because he
He's
has
been
been.
training. And I ain't been training for a while.
But do you need to train if you're proficient in your craft? Could a young buck like Toulouse come up and just knock O'Malley right off his pedestal?
I don't know.
Right now, Jacob comes for you. Yes or no?
Are you kidding?
That's what I'm saying.
Come on.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on.
So Jacob, the now
on.
20-year-old, is a 20-year-old Toulouse, and you are old man O'Malley.
Yeah.
Jacob comes up and he's like, meow. And what do? Tussle? That's, you don't
do.
even have. You don't have
do.
to.
Fat.
You don't even
Instead
have
of
to. You just
go,
give him the old paw. Give him
boom.
the old puss paw.
I don't.
The old puss paw. That's what they called it. That's what they call it. That's your finishing move. The puss paw.
All right. Good. Well, thank you. This has been very good. This was a lot of fun. I'm excited. I am excited to get into the actual backstory of some of these Disney movies. And so, rating them, I'm going to give them a 7 out of 10. Their chances. I do think there's a chance that O'Malley gets tired of it.
I think he does because I would rate them less. I would rate them like a 4 out of 10 because
Interesting.
yes, because you cannot build a relationship on the love of the kids. And I think the kids were the one that he kind of was enamored by them to start. Well, to start, he was in love with Duchess. Yeah. He was moon eyes for Duchess, but then he ended up like it was the kids that sealed the deal, and kids will destroy all romance very quickly. And I think if you build an entire relationship, you can't do it for the kids. You have to do it for the love of the game, you know?
True.
And I think too, if he doesn't have the ability to whenever I wander, oh wait, that's Jungle Book.
Yeah, that's Jungle Book. And I want Abby to edit you saying kids will destroy all the romance in a relationship. I want her to just have that.
I'll put that on
Just
a t-shirt.
yeah.
I will put that on a
Yeah,
t-shirt.
you are just a
I
terrible,
like kids. I
terrible
don't love
human
kids.
Being. Terrible human being.
No, that's not true.
Yes.
Kids like me and I like kids.
Right.
I don't love kids.
Got
And I think O'Malley, you have to have love for kids. I have love for kids and I nurture children. But I like being an adult and being around adults more.
Yeah.
And I think O'Malley, clearly, I think it's going to be one too many drunken nights wanting to go out and hang out with old Scat Cat before eventually Scat Cat's like, you still got that old ball and chain Duchess holding you down, wondering, when are you coming home to help take out with the kittens?
When are you coming home? Please come home to me.
Yeah.
Do not
I
go
think
out with the
Duchess
boys.
is used to being
So,
an indoor cat.
your
and
original
O'Malley-
argument was that since they don't have thumbs, they can't get out. But now you're talking about one too many drunken nights out. Which is it, Ash?
I think
Which
old
is
lady
it?
Adelaide gives them some free roaming time.
Okay.
Or I think O'Malley, if he really is fiending for it, he'll climb up a chimney. He'll jump off a balcony,
Sounds good because cats can climb chimneys.
You
There you have it. You heard it from the source. I love you.
I love you too.
Okay. Well, this was a good episode.
Yeah.
This was a lot of fun.
My first thought as we were watching it was I was like, I definitely see a parallel with Titanic. But
That's very interesting. I didn't see that right away, but
yeah,
now that you
it's
pointed
it's
out,
a little bit
sure.
of except the difference is Rose felt caged in by her life and Duchess felt safe by her
Yeah,
life.
for sure.
And arguably there's mama trauma that goes along
Mm-hmm.
with that. But yeah, I think Duchess very much opened with open cat arms the life that O'Malley was living. So I think that was good
they
for
still have arms.
feet, legs. Are they all
Yeah,
legs?
Open legs. Yeah, legs. Not the first time you heard that, is it?
Open cat legs? Yeah. Open.
Welcomed
Anyway.
him with open legs.
Anyway, I don't love the chances because the relationship moved very quickly. And Thomas O'Malley, who was used to walking along the riverbed and
Yeah.
sleeping wherever his head may lay, I think that's a lot to change in
sure.
just like that.
For
so,
sure.
but I wish them the best. I hope
Yeah.
that them and any future litter of kittens can make it through in this wide world. And unfortunately, we did not get an Aristocats 2 to see how everything turned out for old Abraham DeLacy, Giuseppe Casey, Thomas O'Malley, O'Malley the alley cat.
Bump.
Thank you, everybody.
And now a word from our sponsor, Chaz James from Premier Real Estate Services.
If you understand where you want to live or why you want to live where, the process actually isn't that difficult. The emotional bits and pieces of buying a home is where people get into trouble. So, if you are like a first-time home buyer, when we put that first offer in, you're excited. You're stoked. And I am so excited to be your hype man in that process. It's unreal. But I also need to bring you down a level because we're not the only people in the room trying to help you get there. So that's the beginning process, is finding someone that you're comfortable with, someone that has no fear into taking you into the world that is real estate. You can buy a home in so many different ways.
Hello world, I'm Chaz James with Premier Real Estate, Minnesota's favorite West Indian realtor. I want to be your real estate hype man.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Love Story Podcast.
Be sure to leave us a rating and review and subscribe so you don't miss any new episodes.